Hello, everybody. Gonna wait for some people to come in. I'll be showing how to water glass eggs, and I'm also gonna freeze some. 7 more eggs that can't be water glass than can be. So just gonna wait. Kind of a last minute thing here. I was gonna make a video. Didn't work out. It was taking too long. So if anybody comes in, just let me know if you can hear and see me. Hey, Stuart. All right, that's fine. Glad to see you. Like I was saying though, I decided to water glass eggs today for the first time, and I was going to make a video, but it was taking way too long, and um, my camera didn't want me to go that long. Hey Joe, how you doing? Hey Susanna. Always glad to see you, Susanna. So I'm going to water glass some eggs, and I'm going to freeze some too. That's what this is for. Um, you can only water glass eggs that are between 24 to 48 hours old. So that's what I have in the jar right here. And hi, cat lady. I already made my lime solution. I used pickling lime right here, like what you would buy in the canning section. Oh, Joe, get some rest, hon. I know you need it. You're under a lot of stress. So anyway, this is the what I used for the lime, the pickling lime. Like I said, you can get it in any canning section. And then I have 12 eggs in the jar. My voice is trying to go out on me. And I've already made my pickling lime solution. And the way you make that is 1 ounce of pickling lime to 1 quart of water. I was going to do it in the bucket, which is why it's in the bucket. But then I decided I didn't have that many eggs. Um, so I do the half-gallon jar instead. So I'm going to ladle it over it. Hi, Miss Loretta. Joe, honey, get you some rest. So I have 12 eggs in here. These have to be farm fresh, unwashed. Let me see if I can get one out. They have to be clean. So you can see, whoops, that way. There's no poop or anything else on it. They're clean eggs. You put them narrow side down in there. And then you just take your solution, which you don't want to touch with your hands because it is alkaline. It'll dry your skin out. Um, but it's really cloudy, but the lime will settle to the bottom. And then I just pour them over. This is the first time I've ever done this. So but it's simple. And then it's got to cover the eggs completely, of course. I'm going to do about right there because I will add more eggs tomorrow when they have eggs. If they're clean, I'll add there. And then after you do that, you just, I don't have, yeah, I do. You're just going to put a lid on it. I need to get a ring. I'll be right back. Hmm. Okay. I'm going to have to dig out a wide mouth lid. But yes, water glassing eggs. So, but you can see the lime. It's already starting to settle. And you'll end up with a bunch at the bottom and the water will clear up. It's got to be sealed. I cannot find any of my wide mouth rings right now. They're back there in the sunroom somewhere. But they're supposed to be good for anywhere from 8 to 18 months. So I thought I'd start out with that and I'll check them in a few months and see how it's going, whether I want to do any more that way. I mean, I'm going to fill the jar up regardless, but we'll see. And then I'm going to freeze some eggs in the muffin tins. I just scramble them a little bit and, throw them in there in the freezer. And then when it's done, these are just silicone molds. That way, everything's backwards. I'll pop them out, put them in a freezer bag, and those will be ready. I'm getting way too many eggs now. Like I got 2 dozen over there to freeze, and I still have 2 other dozen. I guess I'll hard boil those or something. I will, cat lady. Definitely. I'll send you some info. But it really seems pretty simple. I watched several different videos. I did some research on it today. The ratio on the pickling lime doesn't change. It's 1 ounce. So you need a kitchen scale to 1 quart of water. And you just warm the water up a little. This is what took so long because I warmed my water up a lot. So I had to wait for it to cool down. Otherwise, I'm not trying to cook the eggs in the lime. I'm trying to preserve them. But so we're going to see how that goes. Once I get it full, which should be just I would say no more than 4 days, the way they've been laying, as long as no hawks take a chicken off. And then I'll put a date on the top so that I know, come back and check it. And then I'm sure everybody knows how to freeze eggs. You just scramble them. I actually do 1 egg at a time. So I know how much each muffin has in it. So when I go to use it in a recipe or just to make eggs, I know how many I'm getting out. Oh, you're fine, cat lady. But and then I might take the last 2 dozen and go ahead and dehydrate them. And if I do, I'll do a video on that because that won't take long to show. Unlike waiting for water to cool down. It's worse than waiting for it to boil. But so I just decided I'd go live real quick and show you guys because I know I've been talking about it, and a lot of people have shown interest in it. So I wanted to share what I was doing. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever done it. I'm not an expert on this, and it's for entertainment purposes only. So, I mean, you have to do your own research, decide if it's something that you want to try. Like I said, I did watch several videos today, including what's her name, Rose Red, and she advises against it for various different reasons. And then there's a lot of people that say it's perfectly safe. They show, they try them, they show them trying it, eating it, everything's good. So I decided to do my own experiment in my kitchen. Um, so that's, like I said, what I'm trying. But you can already see the water's starting to clear up. You can actually see the eggs now. So the lime is settling, and there will be lime on the bottom, but there's enough of it mixed in the water. It should help protect the eggs. It's very alkaline solution. I think it's supposed to register like 9 on the litmus paper, which I have none of, so we're not testing it. Welcome back, cat lady. So, I mean, it's real simple. I don't even know if you the page that I looked at said to warm the water up to help dissolve the lime. Which is why I did that. I'm not sure you really need to. Yes, cat lady, the lime helps to seal the egg kind of. So but then when you go to use them, you have to wash the egg really good to try to get the lime, I mean, as much of it off. Obviously, we don't eat lime unless it's the fruit. So, this is my experiment, and we're going to check it in like 2 months, see how it works out. If it still seems to be okay, like I'll take one out or something. And then, oh, really, cat lady? Like, I've heard about it for a long time. And something else you can do, which I might try because I do have it, is to coat the eggs in food grade mineral oil. Sure, I can do that, epileptic. Come on over. We'll have scrambled eggs with onions and garlic. We have to have garlic too. I'm sorry. And maybe even some peppers. We'll just make what are they called? Omelets for everybody. How's that? And but yeah, you can coat them with food grade mineral oil, which I do have a gallon of it. I bought it just for this purpose. Oh, you know what? Here is, I can use this. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Now it's sealed. You don't want to use a metal container form. You want to use either food grade plastic or glass. Metal does not react well with alkaline things. But so I might try the mineral oil later on and see how that goes too. But I just know I got to do something with this tower of eggs that is developing on my counter because my fridge is already full of eggs. And I mean full, like I have at least 10 dozen in the fridge. So we could totally do omelets for everybody. And I just I would cry if a dozen got knocked over and they all broke after all this. So we're going to do this for now. After it's done, you want to keep it in a cool place, not in direct sunlight, obviously, um, and somewhere where it's not going to be jostled around a lot because you don't want any of those eggs to break because that could ruin all of them. So we're going to set that back. I have no idea where right now, probably over there on that counter over there. Where it's not going to be jostled around a lot, so we have no broken eggs up in there. And we're going to try them in a couple of months. Try at least one, and then a couple more months, we'll try another one. That's right, Loretta, he's learning. I'm teaching something, maybe. I don't know. I'm showing something that I'm trying, is what we're doing. So that's that. Hey, Esmore, how are you, hon? Oh, yes, Loretta, if you're not feeling good, by all means, lay down. Take something for that headache. But so I was going to pull all my beans out today, and then a hawk changed my mind, which everybody here I'm sure already knows. I had, how long do they what? Oh, up to 18 months. Some people say 2 years. Mostly I've heard 8 to 18 months. So, but I just want to start trying it at 2 months because obviously, if they're not doing well, I'm not going to do any more. Um, I know that they probably will get runnier than a fresh egg, which is fine. I mean, if you're using it in cooking anywhere anyway, who cares, right? Um, and as long as they don't smell bad or taste bad, I can deal with runny eggs. Oh my gosh. My dog has been barking at everything today. I don't know what's wrong with her. Yeah, you can't pressure can eggs. They don't work out very well, even hard boiled ones. Well, they all end up hard boiled if you cook them, but no, not store bought, Loretta. They have to be farm fresh, not washed, clean eggs. Because you want that bloom to stay on there. I mean, like I have eggs sitting over on my counter right now that are at least 3 weeks old, 3-ish weeks, maybe 4. Um, and they don't have to be refrigerated. They don't have to be refrigerated that way because the bloom is on there. It helps keep them from going bad. Um, so you want that bloom on there, and obviously, if they're dirty, like if they have any excrement on them or dirt or anything like that, if it's something that can just be wiped off, like lightly with a towel, that's one thing. Like a fuzzy feather or something like that. But that's fine, but they have to be clean. All right, thanks, Esmore. See, there's someone who already knows what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I saw where Alaska Prepper tried pressure canning eggs, and they looked nasty. Yes, they do, cat lady. So, I mean, I've been waiting to have chickens to do this stuff. I thought I was going to be able to do it sooner because we have chickens in the country. Unfortunately, we're not able to get down there at this time. So my brother's enjoying a lot of fresh eggs, but not so much here until recently. So now I'm trying it, and I will do the mineral oil thing. I think my mineral oil is in the basement, or I'd show it to you, but I'll do a video on that too. It's real easy. You just kind of coat the eggs, just put them back in the carton, so they don't have to like sit in a bunch of oil. And so we'll do that later on. But I just wanted to come on and show you guys because I know I said I was going to do a video, but the video was not going well because I overheated the water. And so I just showed it to you guys this way. The water was already made. Like in the video, I was actually showing you measuring it out, but yeah, that didn't go as expected. So we'll just do it this way. And I mean, if anybody has any questions, if I can answer them, I will. Well, you're welcome, Loretta. Yeah, I know, Cat Lady. I was surprised when you told me you never heard of it before. I'm like, okay, well, it's just a way to preserve them. If you have chickens at all, or you have somebody that you actually buy farm fresh eggs that they don't wash the eggs, you could get a whole bunch. I mean, chickens don't generally lay in the wintertime, and if they do, they don't lay well. So, exactly. That's right, Esmore. So, I mean, when you're getting a whole bunch in the summer and the spring, more than you could possibly use, then you have to come up with ways to make sure you have eggs in the winter when they're not laying so well. Oh, epileptic, I've never even tried a pickled egg. I've seen them. I know how to do it. Oh, really, Cat Lady? What kind of feed do you give yours? Well, you have milder winters than I do, though. I get cold winters, like cold, cold winters, sometimes in the negatives. Awesome, S. Moore. See, someday I only have 4 chickens here, though. So I'm not going to be doing any 16 dozen anytime soon. Right now, I'll settle for the dozen that's in there. Um, I kind of stretched the 48-hour mark just by a little bit, not much compared to when they lay. But we're gonna see. Okay, that will be awesome, Cat Lady. Yeah, I never know what kind of feed to. I mean, other than for laying hens, I try to make sure it's something that doesn't have, like added stuff to it, like antibiotics and stuff like that. But I really, oh, awesome. Thank you, Loretta. I'll check that out. I haven't what? Oh, okay. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. All right, that'll be awesome, Kelly. I'll take all the information I can get. Like I said, I mean, this is the first time I've actually raised chicks to where they were laying. So I'm all excited. If I can keep the hawk from eating them before we get a cover put over them, it'll be great. That's tomorrow's project, I think. Chris took off tomorrow, so that's something we need to get done because I don't want to lose any chickens. I didn't spend all that time on them. Oh, okay. Well, I'll do some. I'll do some. Like I was going to show them today. The poor things were, thank God they're smart enough to hide. Thank God. Because the two Americanas ran into the coop and the two estrolops, um, ran into the garden, which is totally, covered with bean vines and stuff. So they were safe there. But I kept hearing them outside, and I just happened to look out the window. I thought a chicken was laying an egg actually at the time, but I just happened to look outside, and I seen the hawk like it was right in my yard. Oh my God! I went running out the door, screaming and yelling, uh, like if you were trying to chase a cow back to where it goes, ha ha. It took off, and it sat over in a tree for a little bit. And then it finally flew away because I stayed out there for a couple hours. I'm like, you are not eating my chicken. And I already let Chris know, so I'm sure that our agenda tomorrow will be to make sure they're protected better. We never even thought of a hawk. Like, we haven't seen a hawk around here in over a decade. But yep, one sure made an appearance today. And if there's one, there's others. So, oh, right. That's more, I just thank God that they were smart enough to get in cover because I probably wouldn't have noticed in time. I mean, I'm sure it had an opportunity to already get on. It was trying. Oh, the things you find out in the middle of the city, what can happen. Okay. Where would I get that? Like in a hunting section or something, cat lady? I mean, I was just thinking about that vinyl chicken wire, like what's around my garden right now. But hey, okay, we'll check that out. I mean, obviously, right now because we're between paydays, that's what I was going to say. The cheaper, the better. So, but yeah, the ladies had a scare. I had a scare. Like even before I did the video, I had to calm down for about an hour because my heart was racing. I was like, "Are you kidding me? This does not happen in St. Louis City." But it did. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out, cat lady. So it's deer netting. I better write that down or I'll forget. I know me. So yeah, I might be dehydrating some eggs tonight too. Berry netting. Oh, no, I think we tore that up the last time we used it. It just sticks to everything. Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Um, Epileptic, you can sure try, but I'm gonna take a big zero on that. Right. Yeah, I actually got my 22 pistol out because as much as I don't want to just like be shooting wildly around, I also do not want my chicken to get snatched up by a prey bird. So I'll just have to make sure my shots are true. Loretta, I would love to help you clean your house. I would love to, but I'm pretty sure it'll be clean by the time I get there. Right. Yeah, I was just in shock at what I was seeing at first. And my poor dog had no clue what was going on. Like she's just like looking at me like, "Are you insane?" Cuz I never ever go running through the house like out the door. I was on it. Oh, that's okay, cat lady. We knew what you meant. But so, cat lady, I know you're going to be right around this hurricane that's coming through. Are you guys all prepared for it? I know we're really worried about our daughter that's down there. Oh, that is awesome. See, I wish Jasmine was more like that. She thinks it's a game to try to chase the chickens. Um, oh, Loretta, no, they're staying there. Apparently, gas is pretty hard to get right now, and there's no flights in or out anymore at the present time. So they kind of moved southeast, I think she said. I could be wrong. Um, but they might move back because the way it looks like it's going, they're just keeping an eye on it right now. That's cool. That's a really good idea, Epileptic. That's awesome. See, I don't ever do any of that because I we make enough money that at this present time with the food we grow and stuff like that, and plus, we butcher our own animals. So in the garden, chickens, obviously, we just pay for our stuff. I wouldn't want to take something out of somebody's mouth that really needs it. That's awesome, Epileptic. That's really cool. Wow. Y'all have been busting, cat lady. You've been busting. I know. I just pray for everybody down that way in this storm path, and oh, I mean, is oh, I've been watching it like a hawk all day just to see. They're pretty much saying it's probably going to be a Cat 4 when it hits Florida, or a really, really super strong 3. But so I've been watching that, and I'm definitely praying for everybody down there. Oh wow, cat lady. Yeah. Just remember, y'all, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's what they keep saying. Whoops, sorry. But I'm sure this is not going to be a long live because that was short and sweet. But oh, yeah, I knew I smelled something. I had an egg that was broke. One thing with my chickens, though, they tend to lay pretty clean eggs. I've only had a few that I would say needed to be washed before we could use them. So I don't know if anybody knows, but whenever you freeze eggs, you're supposed to add an eighth of a teaspoon of salt or sugar, depending on what you're going to use them for. Like obviously, if you're using them for baking, like cakes and stuff, you would be using sugar. But if it's going to be like for scrambled eggs or using in meat dishes or something savory, then salt. So just gonna get these done. And you could do it all in one big bowl, but I like to know that each one has an egg in it, not less than. But I just put them in these individual muffin things and then pop them out, stick them in a Ziploc. You could probably, what do you call it, vacuum seal them too. I don't, but I could. I just don't. I just, no sense in letting the eggs go to waste, right? Whoops. Had a shell in it. Hi, Widow's Diary. How you doing? I'm glad you're feeling better, Widow's Diary. Yeah, that's a lot of extra work to get those basil seeds out. They're so tiny. Same with onion seeds. Like I let onions go to seed this year, a few. They only go to seed every 2 years, so I had some that I left in the ground last year and picked the little seed heads, and yeah, I got tired of that real quick. I mean, I think everybody needs to know how to do that stuff because you never know. But if you can buy them right now, why not? But it also doesn't hurt to learn how to do it, which you've obviously done. Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome, cat lady. I wish we lived closer. I sure would have took some of that milk. Well, thank you, Widow's Diary. I appreciate that. We save all of our egg cartons for all the chicken eggs. So, nothing better than farm fresh eggs, y'all. And these do taste better than the store. That's right. That's right, epileptic. And if it ever comes up against it, you already know what you're doing. So, I mean, especially in today's world, we never know. Never know what's going to happen. So it's better to have all your bases covered, 100%. Oh, dehydrate them? Okay, well, when I dehydrate them, I actually did it, I think, on somebody's live, maybe Sophia's. Not really sure. It could have been Peaches, too. Um, you just scramble them like I'm doing for this, and then you put them on mats. Let me see. So I have these silicone mats right here, and you see they have an edge to them, a lip, so that nothing can just run off. And after I scramble them, I'll pour a layer onto it, put it in the dehydrator, about 135-ish. You don't want to go over 140 because you're not trying to cook the eggs, you're trying to dehydrate them. That way they're raw eggs, they're just dehydrated. And you just dehydrate them until they powder up. And I actually put mine because they kind of clump, like, I don't know how to explain it. They break off in pieces, like, and then you put them in the grinder. I have a coffee grinder that I use, and grind them up, and they'll be a little on the oily side. So after I grind them, I put them back in the dehydrator for about 8 to 12 more hours to kind of get all that oil out of it. Loretta, Amazon should have them. I put mine in at 135. I have the Nesco. Um, It costs a lot more now than when I got mine. But when I got mine, it was around, I want to say, $60 to $70. Whoops, I don't want. There we go. And I did it anyway. Dropped an eggshell in there. But not exactly sure what they are right now. Probably around $100. But the Nesco is really good, and it's got a temperature control on it, and it's of course got the fan force air. So, but y'all, I gotta show ya. I'm so happy. This is a blue egg. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can if you compare it to a brown egg. So that's a blue egg. Right. Kasori's good too. I I really wanted to get an Excalibur, so I saw the prices of them now, and I decided my Nesco's doing just fine. Um, I like the Excalibur because the fan's at the back instead of the bottom or top. It just does it more evenly. But I know, me too, Widow. Like, I thought that was so pretty, the first one. And they just, every time they have lay an egg, it gets deeper blue. So it makes me happy. Blue is my favorite color, so I love it. I can tell now that I'm going back to some of the older eggs how much bigger their eggs have gotten since they started laying, which is awesome. But yeah, I will do a video again on dehydrating the eggs, Loretta. It's really easy. And they rehydrate really well. I mean, I've tried it. I made scrambled eggs. You can rehydrate them for baking because they're still raw eggs. They're not cooked. You've just taken the liquid out of them. But yeah, my husband made sure I knew today before he left for work, you need to do something with these eggs because we're getting a mountain going. So this is what I'm doing. Because obviously I'm going to use the, well, they're not store bought. What'd you throw away? But the farm eggs that we've bought, because I'm actually not sure if they washed theirs or not, or I would have done this a long time ago. But yeah, I actually need to stop that. I get them 3 dozen delivered every week. And some weeks we go through 3 dozen, and some weeks we go through less than one. Just depends on our mood. But I need to actually get some of those frozen dehydrated too. So because they're taking over my refrigerator. Between that and milk and cream. So there's going to be cheese making live maybe Thursday. That's what I'm thinking about. Wednesday, I have my brother here from out of town. He's coming up to see his pulmonologist. Oh, you tried dehydrated eggs? They didn't work for you, cat lady? Because, like, I mean, I haven't had any issues doing it. Um, there was a lot of clumping the first time until I either read or saw something about running them through the dehydrator the second time just to help dry them the rest of the way out. And then I put a silica pack in them. Widow's Diary, I think the probably one of the least expensive dehydrators you're going to get at this time is. Right off the top that are or that they have sold for. Hey, hey, two things down. Now I just have So now I have that's what I have to take care of the farm fresh ones. Oh, I might have been too far away. Sorry, guys. So, I said a Nesco. Can you guys hear me? Okay, just a minute. Let me take my earbud out. Maybe that'll help. Okay, is that any better? Okay, awesome. So on the dehydrator, I said Enesco is probably the best inexpensive dehydrator you're going to get right now. I mean, my opinion only. But so we got the eggs. I almost forgot to put the salt on them, but they're all in the freezer now. We got the water glass one going. Yay! So I probably won't dehydrate eggs tonight though. That's like a tomorrow thing. This is Monday, right? Am I right? Because I'm on vacation, so my days are all messed up. But see, and that didn't even take long. This is much quicker than canning, you guys. Like I should have canned something today, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, so I didn't. Oh, I definitely will, cat lady. I definitely will. That's right. I'm only handing out advice. No candy. Candy's bad for you. All that sugar. But yeah, I will. I'm going to, I think Thursday I'm going to do cheese making. I'm going to make mozzarella and maybe also ricotta, but definitely mozzarella. So, and I'll probably schedule it around the same time, 6-ish, my time, Central. I think that works out better for most people that work during the day. Um, so we'll do that. And I'm really kind of done now. That's what I'm saying, cat lady. Lots of spices. Although I don't know where I'd put any more. Now you can hear me? Okay, good. I hope so. Oh no. But did anybody have any questions about anything I did tonight? I mean, I'm not an expert on anything, but I can tell you what I know. Well, see, that's perfect, cat lady, because 6 is 7 Eastern. But and I always give it a few minutes anyway for people to come in, but I'll get that scheduled. I don't think it'll take over a couple hours top, if it even takes that long. But no more farmer's cheese right now. I'm kind of over that for the moment. I've had enough of it. So we're going to move on to better things or bigger things, whatever. And besides that, I really want to make some homemade lasagna or manicotti. And I would really love some farm fresh cheese. Oh, I bet they do with all these storms going. Even though the hurricane hasn't actually hit, it's still spawning massive tornadoes all through southern Florida. I know Miami's been dealing with a lot of them this afternoon and early. Well, it's this evening now, but today's Tuesday. Today's not. Oh, it is Tuesday. Oh my God. See, it's a good thing I asked. All right, but still, Thursday's 2 days away. Then that'll be perfect. Maybe blue dye. My chickens prefer any living green thing and bugs. So you could try that. That is too funny. Oh, blue peeps. There you go. Oh, I like peeps. I know most people don't. I do, but they got to be stale. You guys are crazy. Oh, wow. How do you make canned blue beets? Is there such a thing as a blue beet? I'm just asking. I don't know. No such thing as a stupid question, right? But okay, so I've been on an hour, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one. It's like, really, I'm not doing anything else right now. Just add food coloring. Okay, all right, I got you. Oh, see, that's the best way to eat them. They have to be a little bit stale. Yes. Like, I don't mean hard as a brick stale, just a little bit. So, So, if nobody else has anything they want to say, I'm going to end it. Been on a little over an hour, just a few minutes, but that's all right, cat lady. That's season more for me and epileptic. We'll eat your share. All right, guys. Everybody have a great night. I'm going to go close my chickens up because it's getting dark and I still have 4 of them. Yay. Everybody have a great night. I will see you guys again on Thursday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern. Don't ask me what it is specific. I can't think that much right now. But y'all have a blessed night. Take it easy if you're in the hurricane. Love y'all. Good night.